Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I will be drawing one of your OCs and animating it. And this OC is a bunny OC. Look, isn't she super cute? Thank you for this beautiful Luna picture. She is absolutely stunning. Thank you so much. Art is by Bloody X Official 2.0, and I honestly thought it was super cute. They reached out to me and asked me to draw her character. So when I first started drawing her, I had this idea of her, like her back to the audience and her kind of turned at the audience, her face, and like, I don't know, she's kind of like in a cheeky mode. I wanted to capture like her grace. She seemed like a very graceful OC. And I just absolutely love this aesthetic. It's so much fun to draw characters like this, you know, the cute bunny girl characters, or I don't know, I really like drawing like the cat girl characters. So this one was definitely a lot of fun. I gave her like these little floofs in her ears, and I think it's cute. I wonder what you guys think. Like, is it cute? Is floof in ears really cute? I mean, she is a bunny, so like, I know cat girls have a lot of floof in their ears, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys like bunny girls with floofs? So when I was thinking about animating her, I was thinking, well, I kind of want like leaves and trees. And so sometimes what I'll do when I animate trees is I'll make the line art separate from the tree itself. And so when I do that, when I put it on a separate layer, I can kind of give it like a moving effect. I know it's like kind of cheesy and it's not like the greatest animation, but it's kind of, I did it once and I actually really liked it when I did it on one of my other animations. So like, oh, this is kind of cute. Maybe it'll make it look like the tree is moving. So I was trying to make her arm into parts because I wanted her arm to move with her hand, and honestly, because it's the back of her arm, it kind of was a little bit weird to me. And out of all of it, I think that's the part that I least like about this drawing the most. If I were to redo it, I probably would do it slightly different, especially with like her arm and the positioning. In the animation part of it, I just wanted to have her hair flowing, all the wind blowing. I feel like though I've done this animation quite a bit already, and I need new animation ideas. Like how I drew the Spirit animation, the one where the girl is reaching out to Spirit, like that was a really cool animation just because it wasn't as simplistic. I feel like these are kind of simplistic. I need more ideas. I need to come up with cooler new animating ideas instead of just simple like they're just flowing in the wind. Even though this was my last collab with OCs, I'm kind of wondering if I need to do some more. Maybe I'll ask more people to join me and do some collabs, because like it will help me get better at doing these animations, and it'll help me get better at like drawing in general, because it really has. So something you might have noticed in these videos, I used to record the whole thing and then I would have you guys watch the entirety of me drawing and painting, but I am actually cutting this video a little bit shorter because it is so long, and when these videos start getting super long, I'm pretty sure it bores y'all. So I edit it out, like all these excess parts, so I hope it's more enjoyable for the experience. For those of y'all who have not seen it, I just posted a video about a remake of Gladius. So I'm excited to announce a new Gladius, guys. You guys need to go check that video out. It'll show y'all what Gladius will look like, and I hope to post some new updates here in the future. I'm super excited. I'm happy to be remaking Gladius, because honestly, being my first VTuber model, I want to update it and make it look even better. Okay, so I wanted to kind of note something. I drew the eyes separate from the glasses because initially I was going to animate the blinking of the eyes, but guys, I forgot. And I already sent it to the original owner of this OC, and you know what, once I thought about it, I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to draw her blinking? Oh no, I forgot. It's okay, the animation still looks good. I just always like to add a little bit extra to it. I know I'm kind of all over the place today. I actually was starting to draw like a drawing of the day. I made one with the kitty cat in an orange, and I was thinking about making another one and start doing drawings of the day. Once I finished with all this extra animating and all these OCs, I wanted to do like my drawings of the day. And I was thinking about continuing the fruit project. Like, I loved the little orange kitty, and maybe I'm thinking about doing like a watermelon and maybe a banana. I was thinking about like a squirrel, or maybe like, I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of cute to make a monkey. And then I thought about like, maybe I can make like a monkey VTuber model, like a monkey girl. I thought that'd be so cute. I don't know. I've got all these ideas. I've got like all these thoughts of like what I want to do and how I want to make it. And I honestly, like, I come up with these ideas and then I don't even end up doing some of it. Although the fruit idea, I like that one, and I think I'm gonna do it. Like, that's one I think I will do. So here I get started into the animating. I basically am transporting these layers into Procreate Dreams. It's very simple to do. You just make a split screen. So if you have Procreate Dreams and Procreate, you just can transfer them over. Super, super simple. So yeah, as you can see here, this is what I mean by the movement of the line in the trees. So like, I separated the line art from the coloring aspect of it, and that's what creates this animation look of the tree moving. So then I pretty much working on each limb, moving each limb, and then moving the hair. So all of this is very simple. You just change the anchor point, and then you move the hair and the wind, and then after that you can warp it to make it look like the wind is even moving the hair even more. I'll use the warp tool a lot with hair, and sometimes to keep the image to the edge, because the image is only colored to a certain point, and then warping it to the edge helps keep the image still there to where the eye doesn't see that the image is even moving out of perspective. When you're using Procreate Dreams, the anchor point is very important, because if you move it like with the anchor point in the middle, it's gonna look all wonky and weird. So you want to move the anchor point to where the area initiates, so where the stem of what you want to move, in essence like the hair stem, you want to move the anchor point to the hair stem and have the hair move outwards, if that makes any sense. I've stated this before, but Procreate Dreams is very simplistic, but you can make it as complicated with the animation as you want. It's probably the chopping part of your picture is going to make it as complicated or as simplistic. I would say if you want a more complicated program, I would pick Live 2D, as what makes this character move and talk is with Live 2D. So if you guys are still interested in animating, even after watching this, you're like, hey, I want to learn animation. It's honestly super simple. What makes it easier to animate is how much you chop, and then what you want to move in essence. So you got to think of it as like, what do I want to move first? And then once you figure out what parts you want to move, then you just basically have that on your own separate layer. Another element with Procreate Dreams that I usually do is I'll lump the body together into one group, and then I will lump the head and everything else, the hair, into a whole nother group. So if I wanted to move the body and then move the hair and the head separate from the body, you have to add these as separate elements, and then you basically group them together and move them as a whole, and then you can actually move individual pieces as well. So again, you can get as complicated or simplistic as you want with your animation. Typically, like I said, I typically have the head and neck separate from the body, and doing that I can add more movement to the body and to the neck, and then obviously the hair is separate in its own pieces. Once I'm finished with animating, and sometimes during when I'm creating the animation, I'll look for mistakes. Like, they just happen. Sometimes if I didn't chop it well and like I need to add more drawing to the animation itself, I'll have to go into the draw feature and make those corrections or erase like things that I don't want. And that's a little bit more of the tedious part, but it just makes the animation flow a lot better. And then, you know, because animation is not a still picture, sometimes you do have to correct it to make it look better. It just is how it goes, especially in Procreate Dreams. Now, in Live 2D, you can't, as far as I know, you can't do this as easily as you can for Procreate Dreams. But in Live 2D, you can usually fix mistakes basically by warping it or doing different things to mess with it. sometimes it's frustrating for me in Live 2Ds because I still don't know how to fix things with drawing on them. So I sometimes have to redraw it and have to import it back in. It just happens that way. So lastly, here I animate the leaves to make them look like they're falling off the trees, and that's pretty much it. This is the animation here. So this is the end result. I think she's super cute, and with the little chick on her head, I just think it's absolutely adorable. I'm proud of this one. I think I did a great job. I hope you guys like it too. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this, to see more animations made, and also to keep an update on my Gladius 2.0 model. And guys, don't quit creating.